I'm about to say something that will get me cancelled. Skip your breakfast and you'll be healthier, slimmer and... So, for decades, we have often heard about this from our parents and grandparents.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so don't skip it.
Some even say that eating a good breakfast will make our day better. Here's the thing. Those are sponsored contents by our parents and grandparents. Yeah, in the past, companies recruit our parents and grandparents to be influencers to influence us. Yeah. And I'm not even kidding. You see, even before talking about breakfast, we need to talk about another thing. Eating many small meals a day. In the past, that is recommended, but in recent years, it has been found that intermittent fasting, which is not eating for many hours, is actually beneficial. In fact, if you have got friends, you'll notice that some of them are doing intermittent fasting, and let's just say that if they do that, they are usually fitter and happier. If you don't know anyone doing that,
that means you're not friend like you bodo.
Yeah, the science behind it is quite cheap. But let's just say our body is never evolved to have many small meals a day. It's evolved to have 1 or 2 meals a day. Cause in the past, we don't have fridge or processed food which makes food so readily available. So our body is built for prolonged no food instead. Now, do note that everything mentioned here is for healthy adults, not for others like kids or pregnant women. So the less meals we eat, the better it is. The most popular one nowadays is the 16-8 diet, whereby people don't eat for 16 hours and then eat in 8 hours. For that to happen, it's very easy. Just skip breakfast. That's the whole idea behind skipping breakfast. Which now leads to the key point. If our body is built to kind of skip breakfast,
then why are our parents telling us to eat breakfast every morning?
Simple. Sponsored contents in the past. You see, in the past, companies want to sell cereals and bacons. In order to do that, they started campaigns telling people that
having a good breakfast starts the day well.
Our grandparents and parents are convinced, so that is passed on from generations to generations. Then, technology also evolved to make processed food last longer and easier to grab in the morning. And tada!
We become victims of capitalism.
Cause let's face it, have you ever skipped breakfast cause you were late for work and still have enough energy for the rest of the day? Yeah, that's the idea, because remember, our bodies are built for that one. Of course, when you first change, you have craving. And here's the thing again, our hunger is not caused by our empty stomach, but by hormones. You see, the hunger hormone will be released in your body on times that you have been eating every day. So if you have breakfast for years, it will be in your body in the morning. But it's not because you need the food. It's because the hormones are there to prepare for the food. In fact, if you ignore it, it'll go away because it's just there to prepare itself for the incoming food. This is why if you always have breakfast at 8 AM and if you skip breakfast at 8 AM, you won't feel hungry at 9 AM because the hormones are gone. Then there's another theory. We eat more at lunch if we skip breakfast. Once again, I remember, you eat lunch because of hormones too. So if you eat more, it's because you think you need to eat more. If you tell yourself that you have eaten breakfast when you haven't, you won't overeat. Of course, remember, your hormones
are just like you, a stupid one.
Now, of course, you can choose to eat breakfast and lunch and skip dinner. That works as well. But skipping breakfast is actually a good cause. That means you can wake up later.
Remember though, I'm just an idiot on the internet.
So do your own research before you skip breakfast. If you think I've learned something, consider subscribing. And also watch this video to be slightly smarter.